Hey everybody, it's Julie from Mystical Moonchild. How are you today? I hope everybody's happy and well. And we're doing today's angel cards. So, oh, I like. Okay, we've got a few repetitive messages here today. Okay, so we've got Ariel. You know, this is about, honouring who you are and just moving forward in the way you're supposed to, okay? Moving forward spiritually, like you're open, you're letting go of foundations, you're finding out who you really are. And as you do this, things drop away that are no longer serving you. I will read this to you. It says, new psychic and spiritual experiences are changing the way you view the world and yourself. Allow your spiritual gifts to open through study, prayer, and meditation. See, so you're doing the work here, things are changing, and this is what we want to evolve. So bit by bit. And when you put these things into practice, doors close and new doors open. It's just the way it is. But at this point in your life, like you're finding your identity, because you're not listening to what you've always been told and how you can behave, and what you have to do. It's like, hang on, I feel like doing this, this is a quirky thing that I do, and someone might say that's not right, but if that feels right for you to be who you are, well, it is. Okay? Like, we're all unique. We're not meant to be the same. We're not robots. So, things are constantly changing in our lives. So, some things that we might have really loved in the past we've outgrown them. And that's a good thing, okay? Because that means you can move forward to the next step and try something different that you haven't been able to do. It's all about finding who you are and what resonates with you and what guides you, what motivates you, what inspires you. And that goes with your friendship circle too. And then we've got divine guidance. So once again, these psychic abilities are awakening. Now, sometimes you've had them, well, generally you would have had them all through your life, but sometimes people are really good at suppressing them. But as I tell them, everything goes around in cycles. So in a cycle, you can suppress it, but it's going to come up again if you haven't dealt with it. It is what it is. It's a cycle. So sooner or later, you're going to have to acknowledge these things that you have. And what's the worst part of that? Do you think you're really going to see something that traumatic? Like you just, spirit doesn't work like that. It shows you little things. And your spiritual path and your spiritual development, it's not really for everybody else. It's your own personalized journey. Okay? Except for each little step you take, a little bit more is revealed on your path line for you to follow as guidance if you choose to. And when you don't get it right, that's okay too. Because if you take a wrong turn and you realize it's wrong, it's still a lesson. Not all lessons are good lessons, right? And because you've decided not to go back there, it's taught you. And bad lessons actually teach you. Because if everything was perfect in your life, what would you really remember? But when something's come and unraveled you and made you feel differently, or, it's not been the outcome that you wanted, you'll remember that. Because you're still trying to work it out, what the turmoil was there. Okay, how did this happen? Why did this happen? So it's just about trusting yourself. You're always going over what you do, but it's in a positive way. It's like, what did I learn from that experience today? Could have I reacted differently? Definitely, most of us could. But if you've put, the same thing is, if you're put on the spot and don't see something coming, your first defense mechanism to jump in is survival. So you're going to protect, whether it's yourself or someone that's close to you, you're going to protect them too, okay? It's the survival instinct. So yes, you know, coming back to that, yeah, you might have been able to say something different. Maybe you should have just said nothing at all. But then again, you are you. You have an opinion. It's it's right to have an opinion. And you've said it, and it is done. Okay? Because thinking about it is still manifesting it. You've thrown it out there now. It's like, okay. You know, how do you feel when you've done that? Normally it's better just to get it off your chest and say it for what it is, for how it feels to you. Yes, 9 out of 10 other people are not going to come to the party and like that. But what do you do here, people? You've just got to say how it is for you. Because it's stuff that you don't need to hold on for the rest of your life. And you don't need to hold on to other people's stuff that's projected at you either and not say nothing. And it's eating you up inside and they forgot. They've walked away to, you know, go on to the next person. And yet here you are with, you know, this damaged thought, thinking about it, processing it, thinking about it some more, giving it energy, feeding it and making it grow. It's like we've got to stop doing that. We've got to just, yeah, if you've got something to say it. And it's done. It's just done. Okay? I guess it's a little bit like men and women. If men have a bit of a gruff with each other, what do? They will say it. They may even give a shove, man to man. It's done. Or they'll say it as it is, you know, you're an idiot. Done. Women, on the other hand, have got to go and find group supports where they can all whinge and carry on together, you know, and it's like, you might as well just say it. Just say it. Okay? Because we are learning that it's a projection. It's not you. It's a projection of what somebody's not working on. So if it comes towards you, just, you know, let it go. Say what you've got to say. End of story. Done deal. You understand perfectly what, you know, the next part of the picture is for you. And that's what you got to honour. Then we've got divine guidance here. So like, you know, asking, using your psychic abilities, you know, spirit realm's there to help guide you too. As I said, not all lessons are good. But the lessons that go wrong are the lessons that you don't forget. Because they're the biggest teachers. And it's okay. Because you're not a vindictive people. Do you know what I mean? Like, but sometimes someone's just got to stand their ground. And that could be a lesson too. Because maybe you're just always a pushover. And people like to say things because they get, you know, they see you upset. And they think, ha, 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 because they've got something crazy going on in their minds. You know, so stand your ground and they'll go, oh my gosh. Okay, she's not a doormat. Just try it. See the difference because you are nobody's doormat. I mean, you can allow this to happen. And as I said before, earlier, if you allow things to happen all the time like that, that's, you know, it's an insecurity you have that you have to, you know, work through and get rid of. And you are strong enough to do that. And it's because your self-esteem is so low that you don't respect yourself, and it comes down to respect. Because if you respected yourself, no one talks to you like that. So if you have something to say back and that's the end of the story, I say so be it. It's done. No beating around the bush, no hidden messages from everybody else. It's like it's been said, okay? The power of the word's been said. Might not have been the right word, but it's done. It's like just, you know, space. And then you've got music here as well. No, we've got nature. We've got nature here. So nature clears everything. Okay, nature's really good for your spiritual gifts, to trust that insight. Your divine guidance can come when you ask questions and you're just out there in the beauty of everything, where it's simple, there's no hidden agenda, and you can just do what you got to do, and those downloads come through and all is good. So that's today's angel message. And geez, sometimes they're getting a little bit, I feel like a lot of people are stuck with people projecting stuff at them and just always coming at them. And it's like, don't let them do that. You're worth so much more. And I know it's really easy to be the pacifist and just, you know, just let them get it out and be the punching bag, and, you know, you just sort of ignore it. But it's not, you're not really ignoring it, because it's already landed in your energetic field. So there's damage done, and then the mind will go to those dark places, because then you'll start to think, why has that happened to me? So you really do need to just sort of jump on that a bit quicker and, you know, see what this is all about. And like, have you say, let it go. If you can't say it to the person, say it to your pillow. It's out of the body. It's out in the universe. And as I said, you got the spiritual guidance here. You got the guides to help with this, the angels to help with this, because nobody needs to be picked on, bullied, and labelled, which seems to be so easily done. You are worth more. Remember that, everybody. You are worth so much more. So how can you have the best life and live your best life if you listen to everybody's, what they throw at you or what they say about you? Just sit on that, own it, and do with it what you feel is correct for you, but nobody needs to take that. You are worth so much more. Okay, bye for now.